this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more. Hey, welcome to the Short Stuff. Josh, Chuck, Jerry, Dave, let's go.
All right, this is our episode on dog beep.
That's right. You can't say poop.
Dog poop, white dog poop.
Specifically white dog poop, the same white dog poop that Sarah Silverman sang about, same white dog poop that shows up in Step Brothers, which is probably the only reason why people who were born after the late 80s are aware that white dog poop even ever existed.
I don't know the Sarah Silverman bit, and I've seen Step Brothers a bunch, and I don't remember the white dog poop in that one.
Those neighborhood bullies, the kids, they make Will Ferrell touch his tongue to the white dog poop.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Until you sent this, I didn't notice that I don't notice white dog poop anymore.
Oh, really? I definitely did. It was a mainstay while we were growing up. Like, it was a thing when you were walking down the sidewalk in your neighborhood and you would just look to your left in somebody's yard. There were piles of white dog poop, and you do not see that these days.
I never thought about it until you sent this, and there is a reason why, and I thought the reason was going to be as simple as people pick up their dog poop more than they did in the 80s.
That is absolutely wrong.
Yeah, it's calcium, right?
Yeah, the diet of dogs changed dramatically in the late 80s, early 90s. And the thing that was giving these dogs white dog poop or making dogs poop white was an overabundance of calcium that was in standard dog food at the time.
Yeah, dog food was pretty bad back then. There's still tons of bad dog food and pet food in general, but there's lots of really good stuff now. Back then, it was very much loaded with bone meal. Mm-hmm. And some meat, but basically it's that bone meal. Lots of calcium in bones. And, calcium is good to dogs. A little bit of calcium is fine. Mm-hmm. But if you have too much of it, you can't absorb it. It comes out in your poop, and it doesn't come out white, but it dries up in the sun. And once the water is removed, it turned that chalky white.
Yeah, I think IFL Science compared it to when humans take like vitamins and we don't absorb all of it. It just comes out in our pee. Mm-hmm. Same thing with calcium in dogs' diets. Like after they have as much as they need, they just pass it in their poop. And then also one of the other problems with dog food in the 60s, 70s, and 80s is that the way that the bones were rendered made it even harder to absorb. So a lot of that calcium, they might not have even been getting enough calcium from the food. They just weren't absorbing it. They were passing it. So if the poop wasn't coming out white, which I can attest, I had a dog in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. What was your dog's name?
Well, there were a few, but Jingle Bells, JB, was a great one. God, JB was such a good dog. We brought her home and put her in the fence for the first time. We went to the shelter and brought her home. Mm-hmm. And she just looked at us and jumped right over the fence. And we were like, oh, this one's going to be trouble. And she was, but she was a great dog. And then the other one was LL Bean. Those are the two dogs I had in the 80s.
That's great. That's a very 80s dog name.
Totally
LL Bean.
Yeah, she was so sweet. I'll just tell you one anecdote real quick. LL was I guess, kind of a shepherd mix, Doberman shepherd mix, kind of. Super sweet, super sad eyes. Just the sweetest dog. She just looked like she'd seen too much in life, even though I know for a fact she hadn't. She just had kind of the old soul thing going on. Mm-hmm. And she was roommates with a dog named Hershey, a little schnauzer. And Hershey would fall into the pool every once in a while. And LL, who was a great swimmer, would go in and swim over to Hershey and nudge her toward the steps so they could both get out. I saw it more than once. That's how good a dog LL was.
Well, very quickly then, I, as a child, had the big two were Huggy Bear and Bo.
Nice.
Huggy Bear was a German Shepherd that had floppy ears, and Bo was a Basset Hound who would step on its ears. They were so long.
Oh,
And we, I've talked about it before, but we kept our dogs outside. My parents did that. We had a big, probably quarter-acre fenced-in dog pen with a very large dog house built on it. And when Huggy Bear died, Bo died not long after because of a broken heart, we think. Wow. And one day my parents came home and found me laying in their doghouse crying.
Oh, that's sweet. How old were you?
I don't remember. Probably like 9 or 10.
Man, that is sweet, Chuck.
Would be a guess. But anyway, you were talking before we digressed about your dogs in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. So we both had dogs in the 80s, and we could attest that their poop didn't come out white. It magically became white as time wore on.
That's right. And we could stop here with some heartwarming stories and the answer to that question. But because we do what we do, we're going to talk more about dog food and dog poop right after this.
Have you ever invested in something that seemed incredible at first but didn't live up to the hype? Well, marketers know that feeling. They optimize for the numbers that look great, impressions, reach, and reacts. But when they don't show revenue, well, that's a not so great conversation with the CFO. LinkedIn has a word for that: bull spend.
That's right, because you need to invest in what looks good to your CFO. LinkedIn Ads generates the highest ROAS, 121% of all major ad networks. You can reach the right buyers with LinkedIn Ads, and you can target by company, industry, job title, and more.
So cut the bull spend. Advertise on LinkedIn, the network that works for you. Spend $250 on your first campaign on LinkedIn Ads and get a $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/SYSK. That's linkedin.com/SYSK. Terms and conditions apply. Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well-designed, and they can be well-designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating. We're talking about grills. We're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality, and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
All right. We promised to talk more about dog food. It used to be not as good, like we said, full of bone meal and stuff like that. But after World War II, there was a better economy and many more dogs became household pets. And over time, and of course, it's really exploded in the past like 15 to 20 years. Mm-hmm. But even back then, manufacturers realized that there was a lot of money to be made in the pet industry, and dog foods started very slowly to become a little bit better and then got really, really good in the past 15 years.
Well, they got worse before they got better, for sure, because when they figured out that they could mass produce this stuff and sell it like gangbusters, they were like, well, what's the cheapest stuff we can put in here that won't actually kill the dogs, most likely?
Horse.
And so they started the horse was actually earlier in the century, before World War II. Yeah. And then everybody's like, this is just wrong. Somehow we can't put our finger on it, but we are not going to feed our dogs horse meat anymore.
Yeah.
After World War II, that's when they started extruding stuff, which apparently extracts a lot of vitamins and nutrients from food. They started adding a lot of fillers that are super cheap. And the food we were feeding our dogs was just terrible, and they came loaded with calcium.
That's right. And like I said, the food got better and better over the years, especially more recently. And these days, there's a lot of debate on like what you should be feeding your pets. Everything kind of points to like real food. Like if you're the best pet owner in the world, you're cooking your dog food and vegetables and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yumi cooks that for Mo all the time. There's also some pretty good stuff you can order too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like I think that's probably dogs have the healthiest diet as a group now in their entire history with humans.
Yeah, absolutely. Dogs love veggies. I feed my dogs table scrap veggies all the time. And all of my dogs, even before this crew, have loved vegetables. Because I think they just like any kind of human food. I rarely see them turn their little noses up at anything.
Yeah, for sure. Like Momo will eat stuff I won't eat, like peas.
Yeah. Oh, I love peas.
So you said that dog food got better and better. The thing is the reason why white dog poop suddenly disappeared is because it suddenly got better around the late 80s and 90s. Like people started being like, this is not, stop selling us this stuff. It's not good for our dogs. And there was a quick change in the industry, and that led to lower amounts of calcium, which led to lower amounts of white dog poop.
Yeah.
Until it essentially just went away.
Yeah. They got more fiber in their diet now, and just, more nutrient and vitamin rich dog food. I'm now noticing, I guess, that I think about it, but I honestly never really thought about it until yesterday when I started reading up on this stuff, that I guess you really don't see as much white dog poop anymore.
And there's also it's still not done. Like dogs definitely eat better than ever, but we're still like, well, wait a minute. Can they exist on a vegan diet? Don't know. Is dry dog food better than wet? Apparently wet dog food has 8 times the greenhouse gas emissions of dry dog food. But if you ask the dog, they're like, no, we want wet. Yeah. So the jury's still out, but it is clear that dog food is healthier than it ever has been in the history of dog food.
Yeah, back when we had Lucy, before she left us, she had autoimmune issues.
Oh.
Lucy and Buckley did. And so grain-free diet, that's when we started sort of going grain-free back then. Mm-hmm. And we kind of kept on that train through this new batch.
Yeah, I've seen grain can be kind of hard on dogs sometimes. It's not uncommon from what I saw too. And then fats too. Depending on the kind of fat, it can lead to pancreatitis pretty quickly in dogs, or even gastritis. And you don't want either of those, because once they start, they can become chronic. And that's sad for the dog because they have to eat the most boring, bland diet imaginable.
Should we finish up on what dog poop should look like?
Let's.
And now, if your dog is healthy, generally it looks like because of the lack of calcium? Yeah,
if you see white poop now, and it's speckled white, that's probably worms, and you want to do something about that.
Yeah, if you see the old school white poop, that means, someone's living 70s style. Someone's got a big stash of, right. I'm not going to name check any brands, but what we fed people in the 80s, or what we fed dogs in the 80s.
Raw diets often contain ground up bones, and that can cause the old school white dog poop too.
Yeah. So normal dog poop is a tube of poop. It should be firm, and it should be like a light chocolatey brown.
Yeah, that's thanks to our friends at All Dogs Poop, the dog waste cleaning service.
Yeah, which is amazing. What should it not look like?
Well, if it's orange, it means that your dog is not digesting it slowly enough. It's just kind of passing through largely undigested or too undigested. And it'll come out orange, and you want to look into that.
What if it's yellow?
If it's yellow, that means it probably has some mucus in it, which means that your dog is not tolerating its food very well. Mm-hmm. Usually the reason why is because you just switched their diet radically and all of a sudden.
All right. If it's green, you know what that means? That means your dog's out there eating grass, probably because it has a little tum-tum problem. Mm-hmm. I think that's usually when dogs mow on weeds and grass. But that can come out in the poop as grass.
What about gray?
Doesn't change much. Gray is no good. That means you got too much fat in the diet.
Yeah, and again, that can lead to pancreatitis.
And finally, red.
Yeah, especially if there's red streaks. That means your dog has blood in its stool, which means you should pick them up and take them to the vet right then.
That's right.
But also don't discount black tarry stool. A lot of people don't realize that means there's blood. They're bleeding internally as well. It's just higher up in the digestive tract, so it gets incorporated into the poop earlier and more completely than something like the blood that's red streaky. That means it's happening in the lower digestive tract.
Yeah, I've been awash in dog poop lately because, very sadly, our 14-year-old Charlie is becoming a little bit incontinent.
Aww.
And she's doing great, but she's got very stiff little peg leg back legs, and she's starting to just poop when the poop is there instead of saying, like, I can make it to the door and ask to be let out.
Aww. Poor Charlie.
Yeah, it's no fun, but you don't put a dog down because you don't like cleaning up their poop.
No, you just yell at them.
So you just we're cleaning up a lot of dog beep lately.
Did you say dog beep?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. It's no fun, but especially when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like the smell wakes you up.
Yeah, that's not good.
And it's just it's aging is no fun. Aging animals it's no fun.
No,
but we're in the middle of it. What are you going to do?
Just yell at the dog.
No, stop saying that.
We want to thank our friends at IFL Science, Mental Floss, All Dogs Poop, and KSNF out of Joplin, Missouri.
Ooh.
For the info for this one.
You're listening to KSNF, all dog poop talk all the time.
That's right. And that means short stuff is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.